Welcome to That's Weird Stuff in from the Matrix, apparently. So That's Weird Stuff is our show where I share stories of the bizarre and weird, and then these guys have to answer alien or not. So let's begin. In October 2017, the observatory and I'm not going to get this name right, but Helalikalala, Hawaii, detected.
That is how the ancestors say it.
So the observatory in Hawaii detected an interstellar object enter the solar system. Named after the Hawaiian word for distant messenger, the object was approximately 100 to 1,000 feet long and 115 to 548 feet wide. While artists' interpretations show it as an elongated object, many believe that it was, in fact, saucer-shaped. The object, oddly, is projected to have a tumbling motion. Baffling, the object was observed accelerating well past the influence of the sun's gravity. While early theories suggested that it was a comet, a lack of a coma cast doubt on this theory.
Lack of a what now?
A coma? So comets, that stuff that like it jettisons out the back, so it has
Like
a tail.
No,
Yeah,
didn't know that was what it was called.
coma.
Oh.
Fair enough.
I always thought it was a tail.
Yeah.
So the object known as Oumuamua, if you guys remember it, I'm sure you guys remember it. It hasn't been that too long.
Yeah, I remember this.
So the most popular theory for the origins of the our first observed interstellar object is that it's a giant chunk of ice, with scientists proposing ice made of 3 different elements. However, many aren't convinced that the strange behavior of the object doesn't suggest that this is not an artificial object. One theory suggests that Oumuamua is actually a solar sail, a propulsion method that has been used on the Icarus spacecraft built by the Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency. So, Oumuamua, what do you guys think? Alien or not? Let's go to Thomas first. What do you think?
I don't know. Like, okay, so I like the descriptions. Like, oh yeah, it's described between 100 feet and 1,000 feet long. It's like that's a big, it's a big difference there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It kind of sounds like aliens. It has some, what do you call it? Uncharacteristic features for a comet. You know, it's not a normal comet, and it's has a weird trajectory. You said it changed like trajectories, right?
Well, it sped up.
Okay.
It sped up while it was leaving the solar system, so that's what was really weird about it.
Yeah, that's really weird.
It would gain speed when it's going around the sun, but after a while it would slow down. But this thing sped up.
I mean, I'm going to go with aliens this time because if my understanding of physics is right, in space, once you reach a certain velocity, you stay at that velocity unless you stop.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just speed up unless you hit another gravity well. So
that's a good point.
Unless you have an independent mode of propulsion, I think it's good. I think it's aliens.
Michael, do you agree with Thomas?
This one's definitely aliens, man. Aliens.
What about alien vampires?
No, not alien. not maybe. Who knows?
Wait, they went toward the sun. They can't be vampires.
Yeah,
that's true. That'd be real bad. Not anti vampires. But but this is definitely a case of them monitoring recent transmissions. And you look at things like Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, or any sort of create a custom thing. What's the first thing someone makes? They make a penis. And so the aliens are trying to communicate with us in our language by sending a penis across the skies.
They understand phallic symbols, people.
Like, this is how they communicate. We don't know. Make an ice penis and send it across the stars.
This is the intergalactic symbol for peace.
Exactly. Like, everyone loves this Tears of the Kingdom, and they're all making these long shapes. Let us make one.
Zoop Zoop, isn't this a little immature? No, this is exactly what they love.
This is humanity right here. Peak humanity.
Do not judge their culture. It is different from ours. It probably means something different.
Means hope.
It means hope.
It's so true.
Now I'm imagining an alien comic book and the superhero's chest just has a penis on it. Oh my.
Jared, do you agree that this is aliens, or are you going to go against the grain?
Every image of this is a side profile. Because he said it was saucer shaped.
No, I said that some people think it's saucer shaped.
It looks like a turd on every...
It does. It looks like a heyday in space.
I don't know with this one. I'm very, very frazzled. I've seen this before. I'm just gonna go with aliens because
just to go
that, or it's like a giant turd from a giant alien or like monster.
The schlong of hope.
Big space whale turd.
The Cthulhu turd.
Maybe it was an alien statue and that piece broke off and it was flying.
True.
That very important piece.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with aliens too, just because I don't like the explanation the scientists are giving. It seems like they always want to say ice. Like if you watch a lot of deep space or deep ocean stuff, it's always ice. Ice caused that.
They're like, it's cold up there. It's ice. Whatever.
Like the bloop or whatever.
I don't agree with the ice one just because of the lack of the stuff it jettisons. So like a comet, ice would do that too. It would shoot out stuff, but
and it's brown.
Well, that's just the artist. But it's actually, they say, using like the spectrum analysis, it's actually shinier than anything they would expect naturally. So that's why some people think it's a solar sail. And they also say that because instead of traveling like this, it travels like this and it like flips around. So
tumbling turd in space, bro.
Yeah. Most things in space, they'll spin, but this one tumbles. So that's another bizarre thing about
Is this thing?
It's like it's been flushed.
Is this thing in orbit, or does it come like every many years?
Like Halley's Comet?
Yeah.
I don't think it's left our like system yet. It's left the solar system, but you know how we have like that stuff on the outside, the clouds and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's left that yet.
Mm-hmm.
So interesting one. I think we all agreed that this might be aliens trolling us with phallic symbols or something. But okay, but that's this episode. That's weird stuff. Like, notify, and what was the other thing? Subscribe for even more good stuff, and we will see you next time. See ya.